The riddle around Rae Bareli continues. Will Priyanka Gandhi contest from Rae Bareli? Will it be Rahul Gandhi? And from the BJP side, could it be Nupur Sharma, a spokeswoman who was suspended after her contentious remarks on the Prophet Muhammad? I'm Barkha Dutt. You're with the Mojo story. We are looking today at the riddle of Rae Bareli. What might happen next in this heartland of Uttar Pradesh that was once Sonia Gandhi's bastion? Sonia Gandhi has since moved, of course, to the Rajya Sabha. But now there is talk that even if the Congress hasn't firmed up what it's going to do, the BJP might be fielding Nupur Sharma, who has slowly been returning to public life. Nupur Sharma could be or may not be taking on one of the Gandhi siblings. We still have no idea what the Congress is going to do in what used to be one of its family bastions. In Amethi, of course, Smriti Irani is taunting them from having run away from the battle. We might well be looking at a scenario in Uttar Pradesh where you have Nupur Sharma in Rae Bareli, but neither of the Gandhis in either Amethi or Rae Bareli, or indeed contesting from Uttar Pradesh at all. In the midst of all this, in Wayanad, where Rahul Gandhi is contesting, the Congress and the left are locked in a battle with even Shashi Tharoor and D. Raja of the CPI Trading Words. D. Raja's wife, Annie Raja, a public figure in her own right, of course, is also contesting from the seat of Wayanad, where Mr. Gandhi is contesting. Let me introduce the guests on the program today as we look at these very interesting twists and turns and what we're calling the riddle of Rae Bareli. Sugata, Srinivas, Raju, senior journalist and author of the book Strange Burden, a book on Rahul Gandhi, is with us. Welcome to the program. Also joining us, the senior journalist Arati, Jerath. I see Tehseen Poonawalla has logged on just in time. Good to see you, Tehseen. And Vinit Goenka is with us as well. Welcome everybody to the program. So two parallel things are happening. The Congress and the left sparring in Kerala over Rahul Gandhi's candidature there. The BJP potentially talking about Nupur Sharma in Rae Bareli, even as the Congress remains absolutely silent. Because I'm going to wait for Tehseen to just settle down on his shot. Let me get Sugata and Arati to start the conversation rolling. Sugata, two parallel developments, absolute silence on what the Congress might do in Uttar Pradesh. And at the same time, this very interesting idea, interesting because it's contentious, it'll be debated, but it'll draw attention of a Nupur Sharma being fielded, possibly, this is still speculative, from Rae Bareli. Your thoughts, the fact that the Congress still has not even announced the names from UP, and not in the BJP. The BJP is also waiting to see what they do in Rae Bareli. Go ahead with your first thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, it's very unfortunate, Barkha. We have discussed this in the past. Congress has become a very risk-averse party. We really don't know what is going through in their minds, but we also know that if they do put up a candidate in Rae Bareli, they will be completely at the mercy of Samajwadi Party there. So that is very clear. And Nupur Sharma's name being propped up, my gut feeling says she may not be the final candidate because she's too much of a provocation, and that may have a very, very negative effect for the BJP elsewhere in the country, where they're trying to sort of build a kind of consensus about their Char So Par thing, because they're trying to move all communities. The outreach to the Muslims and the Dalits and the other minorities is quite solid from what I learned. So I don't think Nupur Sharma is their candidate. I think it's a teaser. It's a very provocative teaser. And they will sort of try to mislead the Congress with her name. So it's either to scare off Priyanka Gandhi, or trying to put Congress on a kind of further dilemma. It's some such kind of a trick is what I think it is. I really don't think that she's sort of suited to be a candidate there. It's quite risky for them as well.
So this is very interesting. The idea that Nupur is a kind of provocation. It's going to add to confusion in the Congress ranks. The Congress has been unable to actually come up with a name for Rae Bareli. Arati, isn't that the real issue? Before we bring in political voices of Tehseen and Vinit, isn't the real issue that the Congress is absolutely paralyzed in naming names for both Rae Bareli and Amethi. Tehseen, just settle down your shot, please. Your head's getting cut. Yeah.
Yes,
I,
Barkha, we discussed this, I think, on a previous show about whether
yeah.
Priyanka would stand from Rae Bareli. And I had said that, I think the Congress would have to think very hard on that, given the fact that the Congress's vote share in the last assembly elections fell to 2%. They lost all the assembly constituencies in Amethi and Rae Bareli. I think,
Yes. Yes. I
what?
think we have that slide. Can we look at the assembly segments of Rae Bareli? But do go on. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, these are two constituencies, which have been family bastions. And, I mean, today the Congress seems to be really edged out of a state that they once dominated, a long time ago, when Nehru was alive, when Indira Gandhi was alive. They really dominated that state. But they seem to have been edged out of the state today. And, I mean, frankly, if Priyanka has to make an electoral debut, why should she make an electoral debut from a constituency which could be risky, which she could lose, and, which would to some extent taint her, as a loser? I think the Congress would have to think very, very hard about that. But, there is a simultaneous drama going on about the other Gandhi family. If you notice, the BJP has not announced the names from Piripit and Sultanpur, both of which are held by the mother and son duo of Menika and Varun. So, I mean, the Gandhis in UP, I mean, one set of Gandhis is still in the Congress, another set of Gandhis in BJP. I mean, it could be that the 2024 election will not see any Gandhi contestant from UP, which would be a really, really interesting scenario.
So when you say before, just briefly, Arti, that if Priyanka is to make her debut, why should she make it in a seat she might possibly lose? Uh, are we today saying that if there was a Nupur Sharma from the BJP in Rae Bareli and a Priyanka Gandhi against her, we think Priyanka Gandhi might lose that seat in the post Mandir scenario? Are we
No,
actually saying that?
I don't think it's a question of Nupur Sharma. I think we're really looking at the post. Well, we're looking at two things here. One is, of course, the post Mandir scenario, which has definitely given the BJP, which has put the BJP into pole position, particularly in UP. The second is the fact that the Congress itself is now, fading away. It's fading out of the BJP. I mean, even in 2019, when they won just one seat, and that was the Rae Bareli seat, and they got
Yeah.
a total of 5% of the vote share in UP. So, the Congress barely exists there now. So, it's not just Nupur Sharma. It's just that the Congress has no ground anymore in UP. And, I think this is really the dilemma for the Congress, that given the fact that UP has 80 seats, how do they revive themselves in this crucial and very important state through which they say the road to Delhi lies? And I think that is really the dilemma for the Congress. It's not Nupur Sharma or, whoever, Smriti Irani or whatever. It's just that the Congress, doesn't have any ground anymore in UP.
Let me bring in Vinit Goenka. Vinit Goenka, what do you think of the idea which Sugata Srinivas Raju calls too much of a provocation, Nupur Sharma from Rae Bareli? Do you think that there is actually a plausibility of this happening?
Ram Ram to you, Barkha, and Ram Ram to all my co-panelists and all the viewers who are watching us right now. I don't get into the job of speculation. This is done by the people who would like to create uncertainty in the mind. Once the candidate comes, we all work for them and we also comment on the candidates.
Yeah.
But this election is not on the individual candidate. This election is primarily into development which happened in the last 10 years versus what happened in the earlier decades. This election is about women which got justice. I'll give you two, three small examples. One, the number of toilets been built, 10 crore. Was no prime minister before this concerned about this? Manmohan Singh ji was not concerned about this. Was Swaminathan's report was so tough. It was delivered in 2006. Why did Manmohan Singh ji did not think about that from 2006 to 2014? That is what is going to be discussed. What is going to be discussed is Mudra loan. What is going to be discussed is the promise of transparency, DBT, where you send 1 rupee and the recipient gets 1 rupee in his hand. So all this will be the measures. This will be the discussion. Yes, of course, soft issues like Ram Mandir 370, the delivery of CA, and the way law and order has taken shape in UP. I'm very proud about both the Prime Minister and the CM UP. Law and order has changed here. So I think whosoever contest on the ticket of NDA, whether it is Bharatiya Janata Party, whether it is Apna Dal Nishad Party or SSB, they are going to fight on the merits. They are going to fight on development, inclusion,
Okay.
transparency.
Okay, I want to bring in Tehseen now finally. Tehseen, since you joined last, you are speaking last. No, I'm just joking. Very seriously, what do you make of Nupur Sharma's name in speculation? Question one. Question two, are you surprised that the party you support has still not managed to name two names from Amethi and Rae Bareli?
So thank you so much, Barkha, for having me. Show good evening to everyone. Jai Siya Ram. Two things. No, Nupur won't be given a ticket. It won't happen. You just have to look at what the Honorable Prime Minister has done. He's dropped all the hate mongers, those who made hate speeches. He's not going to give Nupur a ticket. That's not going to happen. I mean, certainly, Pragya Thakur is a bigger name than Nupur. Certainly, Anant Kumar Hegde is a bigger name. If those have been dropped, Nupur's not getting a ticket. Let's understand politics.
And you believe she won't be given a ticket because she's too controversial. You agree with Sugata on that?
I do agree with that. It's also it's a diversion tactic. It's a diversion tactic for the BJP because if Mr. Modi believes he'll win a third term, which I don't think he will, then he will want to further strengthen his relationships and India's relationships with the Middle Eastern countries. You just showed the visual with other countries. He will be going in for his legacy. That's my take of it. And I don't think at this point of time, with him believing the economy for him, he wants to play on that economy card, this is going to work. However, there's a caveat. If BJP starts going downhill, the hate and polarization will start right away. It'll start from the top. So it's not like it's a guarantee. It's something that will happen. So that's one. Two, I would have, and I suggested this to the party leadership, that Priyanka ji should have contested from Kanyakumari when the Kanyakumari MP passed away. This is prior to the Tamil Nadu elections, the state elections. The reason being that Congress has a great base in Tamil Nadu with a great alliance. In fact, with Tamil Nadu, the Congress adds to the Dravidian parties, whichever Dravidian parties it goes with. Now it's with DMK firmly. Kanyakumari was a sitting Congress MP. Priyanka ji would have won that seat. It would also have created a good narrative. I am of the firm belief that you cannot waste your ace of spades or in a battle that is a tough battle. Right. In my opinion, and I said this on your podcast, Priyanka ji was completely wasted in the Uttar Pradesh elections. She got the flak for the defeat. The Congress had no infrastructure in Uttar Pradesh. It had no organization. It had no money. It had no resources. It had no government around to fight an election. And Priyanka was wasted. The same Priyanka ji, if she would have been used in the previous Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh elections, the Congress would have had a momentum that would have lasted long.
So can I ask you a question before I take this back to Sugata? Suppose nobody from the Gandhi family contests from Uttar Pradesh.
No, Rahul should contest from Amethi, I feel.
Rahul,
why should he? Yeah.
Why do you say that?
He'll win Amethi. He'll win Amethi, but he has to jump into the water. He'll win Amethi. He'll win Amethi by over 40 to 60,000 votes. He'll win Amethi. He will win it. We have the survey. One of my businesses is he'll win it.
Can we go to Amethi? Can we go to the slide of Amethi? Yeah, there. I want you to look at this. Okay, in the last election, Smriti Irani took 50% of the vote.
That's true, but Rahul got 43 or 44.
Yeah, it's here on the slide. Let me just play it.
How much is he?
44%.
40. That's what I told you. He'll win it. There's a massive swing against the incumbent BJP MP. He will win it. He will not just win it. He'll win by over 50-60,000 votes.
And what makes you?
I'm very confident.
I want to play out a statement of Smriti Irani. But what makes you say that?
Smriti ji will say the incumbent MP will say she's winning. That's her right to say. No politician will say that they are losing unless it's a Congress politician. They're new woke Congress politicians. Every other politician till the last minute will say they're winning. So she will also say that she's winning. It doesn't matter. She will lose if Rahul Gandhi contests. I'm not saying she will lose if somebody else contests. If Rahul ji contests, she will lose. Make no mistake about it. I can give this to you on a stamp paper.
I think you're making a counterintuitive argument that I don't think our panel would agree with. And so I want responses to this. But first,
it's a democracy.
Of course, Smriti Irani is taunting the Congress for running away from Amethi. Intriguingly, Tehseen says don't bring Priyanka into UP, but Rahul should contest Amethi. Between the 44% vote that he took in last time and 50% Smriti, he can bridge that gap according to him. This is what Smriti Irani is saying. Listen.
मैं नहीं जानती कांग्रेस का प्रत्याशी कौन होगा, लेकिन ये अपने आप में बहुत ही मुझे लगता है कि एक अजीब मंजर है कांग्रेस की राजनीति का। पहली बार अमेठी से प्रत्याशी घोषित करने में कांग्रेस इतना समय लगा रही है, इतना चिंतन और मंथन कर रही है। कांग्रेस की हार का संकेत आपको उसी में मिल सकता है।
Okay. Anyone else agrees with Tehseen, Arati? Do you, Sugata? Do you? Sugata, I'll start with you, then Arati.
No, I mean, it's twofold. One is that there is also the, Methi winning or losing. I don't want to sort of speculate on that. But the larger thing is, Barkha, they've allowed the BJP to set a narrative, like the clip that you played just now of Smriti Irani. See, courage is a very big weapon in elections. Whether you win or you lose, you should just move into the ring. Look at what Modi is doing in the south. He's not going to pick up a lot of seats in Tamil Nadu, but he has made 7 visits already between January and now. Look at what is happening in Kerala. He's going there and campaigning. So people will adore those who pick up challenges. And here, the Congress should have announced the seat right away. Not allow the BJP to build this narrative that they're running away. So that's one thing. And the second thing is, Barkha, the most important thing is, now Kharge is not contesting the election. His son-in-law is being given a ticket in Gulbarga. Sonia has retired. Rahul Gandhi has gone to the safest spot in India, that's Kerala, where the BJP does not exist. And we don't know whether Priyanka Gandhi is going to contest. And just for the fun of it, I was just looking at the CWC list of the Congress party. It's very interesting, Barkha. There are 61 members, including the permanent invitees and special invitees and all of that. Out of the 61, take a guess, how many of them are contesting the elections? Out of 61, 6 people are contesting.
Out of 61 CWC members?
6 or 7 people are contesting. It has not even touched a double-digit number.
I must get Tehseen to respond to this before Arati and Vinit ji come in.
This is the kind of, everybody is lining up for a Rajya Sabha ticket in the Congress. If this is the kind of morale, the leadership of the party sort of tries to impart.
Tehseen, do you agree? Tehseen, I think Sugata has a fair point that you fight, right? You keep fighting till you win. You fight smartly, but you don't appear to be. You don't create a narrative that you're running away, which is currently the narrative about the Congress in UP, in which the BJP smartly adds maybe Nupur as a kind of card of confusion.
They'll add Kumar Vishwas also. And the reason they'll add Kumar, I'll tell you why they'll add Kumar Vishwas. Because I read the BJP, I understand BJP. The reason they'll add Kumar Vishwas is because Rahul Gandhi ji and his woke and his woke liberal, his woke around him encouraged Rahul ji to take Kumar Vishwas's word seriously in the Punjab election. The same Kumar Vishwas who coined a coinage for him along with another Congress MP currently to a Congress MP. They coined a coinage. So Kumar Vishwas will also be thrown into the mix. Make no mistake, this is how the BJP functions. But I agree with what is being said. There are 2 issues here. The CWC does need a relook. It does need a relook because some of those members, forget Rajya Sabha, some of them can't win a Rajya Sabha from their own states. There's a serious problem. They have to run away to another state to win a Rajya Sabha. And even in that other state, some of them have lost a Rajya Sabha. It's terrible. So you have to pause and understand who's there. That is terrible. See, I've always said, and I'm repeating something that I've said. If you look individually at Modi ji and you look individually at Rahul ji, yes, Modi ji has more political experience. I completely get it. But as an individual, as a leader, Rahul ji gets some fight onto the table. It's not a one-sided fight. It could be a score of 6-4. Where Rahul ji loses out very badly to Modi ji is those around Rahul ji and those around Modi ji. Look at those around Modi ji. JP Nadda, Amit Shah, one second. JP Nadda, Amit Shah, Bhupender Yadav. Now, Bhupender Yadav's fighting an election. He's jumped right in. Bhupender Yadav is fighting an election. Let's understand. So, a lot of people give Amit Shah ji a lot of credit for being the Chanakya. Not many people will know, and you will know this, Barkha, and you and Arti will know this. There is a Bhupinder Yadav as well, who's
Yeah.
fantastic with his politics. And he's
Yeah.
also jumped into the fray. Look at how there's a governor who's resigned, she's gone to fight. There are other people who've gone into fight. There is Bomai who's been put in Karnataka. They've mended fences, Shettar, Jagdish Shettar. I was trying to I was trying to keep him in the Congress. They've mended fence. They've got Shettar that side. So they're trying to reach out to the Lingayat vote. They are doing everything. Now, I'm not saying the Lingayat vote, for example, in Karnataka will go en masse to the BJP. I'm not even saying they're going to win 5 seats in Tamil Nadu, 3 seats that they're projecting. But they are showing action. When you show action in politics, a momentum is created. Politics isn't simply about maths, it's about momentum, and momentum is about chemistry. In chemistry, people, and I told you this on your podcast, people like alphas, they love fighters. You have to be a fighter.
I have no disagreement with everything you've said, except you're saying that if Rahul Gandhi were to contest against Smriti Irani in Amethi, she would win. I'm not convinced of that formulation. Maybe you have to say that as someone who supports the Congress. Vinit ji, would you like to respond to that? And then Arti? Because I also want to turn our attention to what's happening in Kerala, which is very interesting.
So the truth is like this: right now, the Gandhi family is trying to hide their face. Now, let me give you an example. For example, one particular constituency, when he went to Kerala, what did their own ally say? So there is a newspaper called as Desha Bhimani, if I'm pronouncing it properly, from Kerala, which is basically a mouthpiece of their ally partner CPIM. They called him a name, which you and I would like to not take it on a show like this, which is an unparliamentary word. If their own allies call them in an unparliamentary word, then I think it's done deal that wherever he will contest, he will lose it. A. B. Whichever candidate, if both brother and sister come together and contest as Congress A, Congress B, yet they will lose. People today in 2024, they see what is the results. They now know that the roads have been built because of Modi, the airports have been built because of Modi, railway electrification, railway Vande Bharat, speed train is because of Modi, toilets because of Modi, DBT because of Modi, vaccine because of Modi. So this delivery will be there in the mind of the last person. Even an staunch Congress supporter like Tehseen ji would today agree that Congress is in a state which is called as equilibrium. They would evaporate. And now, if you ask me honestly, did they ever do justice to Priyanka ji? When Priyanka ji was introduced in Congress, she was given only half the state. This shows the mindset of the leadership. She was not even given a single state.
So you believe that Rahul is the Gandhis are trying to hide their face. They're under attack even in Kerala. Tehseen, you had one line, and then Arti is
if you
really
permit
waiting.
me, then I'll just tell you one thing which somebody told me.
Okay.
So I was in Eastern UP. And somebody shared this with me. I don't remember whether I share it with you in the earlier shows. But one of the old ladies, she said कि भैया प्रॉब्लम तो होगा ही जब किसी के मैया भैया और सैया बेल पर होते हैं तो मुंह तो कैसे दिखाएंगे छिपाएंगे तो this was about Priyanka ji, brother and husband, all of them are under bail. So corrupt dynasty do not have any other thing.
But Wayanad, but the data tells a different story in Wayanad. In Wayanad has been a Congress bastion actually. You're seeing the numbers on your screen. Can I go to the previous slide? Look at the numbers. See, right? It has been for the last three elections what Sugata calls the safest spot in India. I need to bring in Arti. Tehseen, can you speak after Arti, please? Okay, one after Arti. Arti, you heard a couple of things. Rahul should contest from Amethi. Priyanka should not be wasted on UP. Her debut can't be in a state like UP, but Rahul must fight. But I think Sugata's point is a very important point also about the CWC kind of waiting for a Rajya Sabha seat in contrast to the BJP where union ministers, stalwart, the sort of backroom leaders have been pushed forward to the electoral front line.
Look, first I want to go to this Amethi, Rae Bareli, these two.
Okay. Yeah, let's change our slides and look at Amethi also now.
I think, what none of us are touching on, and we're all going on about shining India and roads and this and that. The fact is that the Congress, the Gandhi family had an elaborate network of poll managers in both these seats. And that is how they retained these seats. Slowly but surely, those poll managers have either died or they faded away or they have left to join other parties. Or today, in neither of the seats does the Congress have those astute poll managers left. Added to which is the fact that after Rahul Gandhi lost Amethi last time, and after the Congress was reduced to 2% in UP in 2021, the Congress has virtually signed off from UP. They have done no work on the ground to try to revive, rebuild, create a new organization. So, what do you expect the Congress to do? Are they going to wait it? I mean, this whole thing of have the courage, take risks. What risk are you going to take when you have nothing on the ground? Are you just going to wade in and let yourself drown in the ocean?
Yeah.
I mean, it's so silly. The arguments just make no sense to me at all. Okay,
So
now to get to Wayanad.
so you don't agree with Tehseen that Rahul Gandhi should contest from
I don't
Amethi?
agree with anybody on this panel. The fact is that
Okay.
the Congress has
Okay.
nothing in UP. It has done nothing over the last 5 years to build anything in UP. Rahul Gandhi visited Amethi for the first time during his Bharat Jodo Yatra in the last 5 years. I mean, come on, you expect Rahul Gandhi to go there and win on what? What?
Okay.
Just his
I
name. It doesn't
I think
work like that
Tehseen.
anymore.
I
And
think
now,
Tehseen.
before Tehseen
Yeah.
comes in, to
Okay.
get to Wayanad,
Yes.
I think another thing that, we have to understand. Look at what happened in West Bengal in 2019 when the left was desperate to defeat Mamata Banerjee. And if you see the results of 2019, a huge chunk of left votes transferred to the BJP and helped to pump the BJP number up to 18.
Yeah.
It was a really unexpected windfall. Since then, the left has virtually vanished in Bengal. It has no cadre left anymore, hardly any votes. There's some old timers floating around, and that's about it. Is the left going to risk the same thing in Kerala? Of course not. Obviously, it may be part of the India alliance, but it has to protect its vote in Kerala. And to protect its vote in Kerala, it naturally has to fight the Congress. I mean, what do you
Okay.
expect them to do if they don't fight the
But they're
Congress?
not
Then
going
the
to win
vote
either.
will
If
vanish
we get,
again,
if
and that vote
but
will go to the
Arti,
BJP.
if I can look at the first slide, if our producers can shift to the first slide of this Wayanad slide, if you look at the CPI performance, the gap in 2019 between the Congress and the CPI is 65% to the Congress and 25% to the CPI. So it's not as if Annie Raja is walking in here with a fighting chance, right?
No, not absolutely. But I'm talking about Kerala as a whole.
Okay, fair enough.
The fact
Yeah.
is that if the left does not fight, its vote share is going to go to the BJP,
Got it.
like it
Got
did
it.
in West
Got
Bengal.
it. Got
It
it.
has to fight. It may be in the alliance or whatever, but it still has to fight. I mean, these are simple rules of politics.
Tehseen and then Sugata, because the point being made that what is all this talk about courage? But first Tehseen, because Tehseen, this confidence of Rahul Gandhi going to Amethi, you heard what Arati said. Let's turn back to the UP slides. Go ahead, Tehseen.
No, I'm very sure that if Rahul Gandhi ji contests from Amethi, he will win. I also want to add another thing that in Rae Bareli, the BJP will now have Aditi. Aditi ji will give a lot of statements against Priyanka ji, and they will bring up that, they will create that as well.
And
So they will do their
Aditi is,
strategy.
of course, I just want to explain
The sitting
that
MLA,
Aditi,
the sitting
yes,
MLA.
the sitting MLA. And in fact, we have what
Her,
happened
her
in
father,
that assembly
is very
segment.
close, was very close to Mrs. Gandhi.
So I'll tell
Her
you a
father was very
story.
close.
I'll tell you a story. She was on this program and she said, she's of course was a congresswoman who's left and joined the
Yeah.
BJP. And she said that today's Gandhis need to learn from Indira. She didn't say one negative word about Indira Gandhi. So I just thought that
That's
was
true.
interesting.
She won't say about Mrs. Gandhi, about Mrs.
Yeah.
Indira Gandhi.
Yeah.
She will not
Yeah.
even attack Mrs. Sonia Gandhi. She'll attack Rahul ji. Make no mistake
Okay.
about it.
Okay, so
But
go ahead.
that'll happen. That'll happen within a day or two. It'll start. But let's now focus on left for a minute and Kerala. Arti says that look, what can the left do? Of course, they contest Kerala. Who's stopping them from contesting? But they could have given up Wayanad. Who's contesting in Wayanad? D. Raja's wife. Now I don't want to equate any woman to a husband, and I don't think that's fair. But
I
D.
think
Raja is
I think Arti is trying to come in for half a second. Arti?
No, I really need to have my say. Then Arti can come in. Like she wanted me to stop.
Even if they got 25% of the votes, why should they leave the field open for the BJP to walk in?
Okay.
I mean, come on, this is like, it's politics, man.
Yeah, if I can have my say, I understood your point. You're repeating it, Arti ji. Thank you. If I can have my say, thank you, Arti ji. Really respect you defending the left. Look, the point is,
She's not defending the left, yaar. She's making
I'm not defending the left.
I'm taking a. Come on. Can I just make my point? I have another show to go to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. No, hang on.
No,
You were late. Now
no,
you
no,
wait.
no. I agree. So okay. Okay? You want to symbolically fight in Wayanad? I am first of all, I'm not saying about the rest of Kerala. I accept RTG's point about Kerala. Of course, I accept. If the left give it up, the BJP will grow. I completely accept it. But what of that politics allows Congress youngsters to be killed, Congress youth leaders to be killed, Congress MLAs to be arrested? The left is doing all of that. Is that how partners should contest? That's the point that I'm trying to make. Now leave that out. I'm not talking about the left in Kerala. I'm talking about specifically about Wayanad. That's what we're discussing. Who is the person who's contesting? D. Raja's wife. Now, I'm not equating a woman to a husband. I'm not saying that. But I'm trying to ask in a common, what is the perception? D. Raja is that mass leader in Delhi politics who is seen always with Rahul Gandhi ji. And I'm going to share something with you. One of the Congress MPs, ex-MPs from Delhi, who left the Congress some time ago, was very upset that in one of Rahul Gandhiji's program in Delhi, D. Raja was next to him and not this leader who was a genuine Lok Sabha MP. There is a problem. D. Raja's power comes from hanging with Rahul Gandhiji. I'm not making this up. You look at all the visuals of all the India Alliance meetings or Congress meetings, etc. D. Raja, who collectively will not get 4 people in a rickshaw to come with him as a leader, who will not win a society election, is hanging with Rahul Gandhiji. That's the same with Sanjay Rautji. That's the problem. These people hanging around create a problem for genuine mass leaders. Now, if the Congress really wants to introspect and I want Rahul Gandhi ji to do well, these are the people we have to identify. Because these people, one second, because if D. Raja was so concerned about secularism, saving the constitution and saving everything, he could have said, look, let's take a step back on this one constituency. I am not asking them for 19 constituencies. I'm saying one constituency, the left could have taken a step back for the sake of Rahul Gandhi. But they didn't do it. And the same D. Raja will in Constitution Club hang out with Rahul Gandhi. That's the problem.
Okay, Tehseen, don't you dare go anywhere right now. Wait for 2 minutes, Arati. Yeah.
It looks to me like the Congress is really worried about Wayanad, judging by the passion with
No.
saying open for Rahul Gandhi.
Okay,
are you worried?
I need one line.
Okay, one line. Chalo, bolo
I just need one line. No, I'm not worried, RTG. What? I'm not worried. I'll tell you what happens on TV debates, RTG, because I go there. What happens is then the alliances comes into question, and what the BJP puts up in a perception is nobody is rallying behind Rahul Gandhi ji. It is Rahul Gandhi ji's name that's taking a beating. No, the NDA allies rally behind Modi ji. So in politics, you have to manage perception. And you, RTG, know this better than I do.
Okay, Arati and Tehseen, hang on. Sugata and Vinit, before I come to both of you, we're talking so much about Wayanad. Shashi Tharoor is also speaking with passion, the same passion as Tehseen about what's happening in Kerala, and D. Raja is responding. Quick clips from both of them, and then last comments from all of you. First, Tharoor. Let's take a look at Shashi Tharoor and what's going on with Rahul Gandhi and Wayanad and Kerala.
Standing against the left, whereas in fact Rahul Gandhi is the sitting MP in Wayanad. I am the sitting MP here. Last 2 elections, the BJP came second. If they are really so concerned about opposition unity, why are they undercutting my vote by running a candidate whose campaigning has been entirely against me? I have not heard the left speaking against the BJP. They're speaking against me all the time and trying to take away, for example, minority votes, Muslim votes and so on. This is a tactic which can only help the third party, namely the BJP. So I'm asking the CPI, what are you talking about? Why are you doing this here and then demanding alliance, Dharma and Wayanad? Be consistent. That's my message.
So Shashi Tharoor there is making the point that that the left, Arti, is attacking the Congress more than the BJP. D. Raja has responded. Tehseen has khiscoed from the Patli Gali, but we'll still take last comments from all of you. This is what D. Raja had to say. Take a look.
I consider that statement as an absurd statement. Mr. Shashi Tharoor, considered to be a well-read, educated man, should understand politics properly, should understand the history of Kerala properly. It is the communist movement, the left, which is fighting the communal fascist forces, right-wing forces consistently. And Mr. Shashi Tharoor should look at his face in the mirror. Who are the people leaving Congress party and joining BJP? Does he try to teach lessons to communists? We are the consistent force in the country fighting against the right-wing communal politics of BJP, RSS combined. Shashi Tharoor should understand. If somebody divides the vote, I cannot accuse Shashi Tharoor. Why you contest Thiruvananthapuram? Let him go and contest somewhere else. Even I can tell this in case of Rahul Gandhi also. He claims he has been spearheading the campaign against BJP and RSS. When it comes to electoral battle, why he goes to Wayanad and fights against LDF left?
Okay, let's take last comments now. Sugata, to Arti's point, what is all this talk about courage? They can't go and just make a sort of symbolic display of courage when they have nothing on the ground. That's UP. And in Kerala, Arati Jerath makes the point, what do you expect the left to do? Roll over and play dead? They already lost Bengal. They can't afford to become irrelevant in Kerala. Sugata.
Barkha, Tehseen said a lot of things and just vanished. Actually,
Yes,
I need to respond
yes,
to
he
that.
was very, he scored, as I said, from the Patri Gali. Yes.
He charged against Raja, but he is not willing to look at Sitaram Yechury. Actually, the government there is being run by Pinarayi Vijayan, whose boss is Sitaram Yechury, and who is the closest advisor to Rahul Gandhi today. So that is one part of the story. And Annie Raja is not, you cannot sort of bring in a family thing there, because she's also part of the communist movement, like Raja was explaining.
That's
so
right.
I mean, I think it's a completely different kind of a situation there. And the third thing, Barkha, about Rae Bareli, I was recently in Uttar Pradesh. I was in Agra, and a taxi driver who took me there, he said something very, very significant. He said Rahul Gandhi came to Rae Bareli during the yatra, and we gave him a welcome at 29 places. But he did not just get down from the bus to say hello to people. And he was really flabbergasted that someone like a Rahul Gandhi was not just getting down on the ground and saying and wishing people, while he was just rushing into BJP crowds and RSS crowds and trying to hug them. So, I mean, I don't understand the problem. I mean, I don't really get what is happening there. And the last thing about Kerala, see, the relationship has deteriorated long back. LDF and UDF are, I mean, the UDF is an opposition party to the LDF there. And so you can't expect them to give a concession. And left, that's the only remaining bastion of the left. If the Congress
so you agree
is
with
so
Arti? You agree
if the
with
Congress
Arti on
is
that
so,
point?
Yeah, if Congress is so outraged, then they should not have a relationship with the left, even in Bengal. So it should be a principled position. You can't say, "Yaha to hamara
I don't think they can afford those.
Waha to ye
I don't think they
karenge."
can
You
afford.
can't.
Okay, Vinit, before I give Arti the last word, Arti, I'll give you the last word. Vinit, your last comments. Vinit.
The place of Kodagalaru Bhagwati temple, the Shakti Peeth, which is from Kerala, and the women of the Kerala who are power centers, I'm sure they would read the comment made by Rahul Gandhi against Shakti. The mindset has been displayed when he speaks something like that. So the Kerala women will remember this before she votes. And what do I say? When they are washing their clothes in open, I would be rather enjoying this, which is going on between CPI and Congress. I would like to amplify this to the people. But if you see, the entire mindset of this dynasty family called as Gandhi is to go to a place which is safe, not to be into the fight. They try to hide their face. So I think this is a time when we call their bluff. I'm sure Kerala or any place wherever he would like to contest, he should lose. This wish of mine is purely because this family does not stand to the ethos of politics. Calling, our goddess names, trying to insult us, trying to divide the Sanatan into caste. This is not 2024. I'm sure they have divided this country in 1947. They have divided the entire Sikh community. But now in 2024,
you have, of course, given your political perspective. Let me bring in Arti. We did not actually talk about Rahul Gandhi's comments on Shakti, which is again handed an issue to the BJP on a platter. Vinit Goenka referenced it. But last word to you. Joining the dots from Rae Bareli to Wayanad or Amethi to Wayanad, what do you see?
Well, I mean, I see that the Congress has nothing left in UP. And, and right now, actually, its stock is rather high in the south. Not just Wayanad, but, even in Karnataka, Telangana.
Sugata is not agreeing.
Sugata, you yourself admitted that the Congress will do better in Karnataka this time than they did last time. So I'm saying it's rather high. I'm not saying very high. Compared to the north, the Congress is better placed in the south. So, I mean, I'm not surprised that they have run to the south to, seek election. I think that I would be very surprised if Priyanka Gandhi Vadra makes her electoral debut in this elections. She really has nowhere to contest from. She, until they build up some
So you don't think she'll contest at all?
No, because where will she
Right.
contest from? What
Right.
is a constituency? I mean, does she also go to the south? And both brother and sister from the south, which effectively reduces a Congress to a regional party and destroys all claims of it being a national party. So I do not think that Priyanka is going to contest these elections
Okay.
until she can get something going in UP, either in Rae Bareli or Amethi, one day, maybe in the future.
Vinit ji is trying to say something, and then I'll give Sugata the closing word. Vinit Goenka?
I'm just trying to say in Hindi, कहाँ लेके जाके इस पार्टी को रख दिया है. Fifth generation dynasty, great children of Motilal ji, Jawahar ji, Indira ji,
Yes.
great grand nephew
Yeah,
of.
it is probably the toughest.
They
most
don't even have a
existential-
seat to contest. See, when you are greedy, when you only think about your family, when you don't contribute to the nation, this happens. They are paying the price.
So I think this sentence that Priyanka has nowhere to contest from, Vinit Goenka says, look at where the Congress is today. Sugata, you were disagreeing, so I'm going to give you the closing word. Prospects for the Congress in the South, you wanted to say something there.
Barkha, I mean, I did say that the Congress will do better than last time because the Congress had only one seat in Karnataka and they're certainly going to get more. So, I mean, improving upon 1 out of 28 is not going to be a great show. And Tamil Nadu, they're at the mercy of Stalin and DMK. And in Telangana, see, Kavita has been arrested. That's something that is going to sort of provoke the emotions. So BRS is going to retain a part of its vote share. If it may not do extremely well, but then it will cut into the Congress vote share. So it will sort of help Congress's numbers to come down in Telangana as well. Kerala, Pinarayi Vijayan is doing really well, and the left has that's the only thing left for the left, and therefore they will defend their territory. Andhra, the alliance is very strong for the BJP, and what is left of the south? So it's a very, very tough thing. So 8 seats in Telangana, in Tamil Nadu, and say 5 or 6 seats in Karnataka is what they may be looking at, and a few seats in Kerala. So it's not that their situation is going to be very different from 2019, or it may sort of dip a little more because the BJP is really bullish in a couple of states.
Okay, well, we'll leave it there. Tehseen should have stayed for all the rebuttals to him, but we'll bring him back and all of you back. I hope we'll get lots more chances in the next few weeks. Thank you so much, Vinit Goenka, Sugata, Srinivas, Raju, Arati, Jerath, and earlier, thank you to Tehseen, to our audience. Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Mojo Story has always made a commitment to its viewers to go to where the story is. And as you can see here, we are at the epicenter of the Israel war on Gaza. We are right at the front line, about 1 mile from the Gaza Strip, as the Israeli military gets ready with its tanks and its gunners to begin its final frontal assault that will take troops into Gaza. As we said, we are not like other organizations. We believe in giving you all sides of the story objectively and as much as possible from the ground. And that's exactly what we're doing here, covering the biggest global story today from the epicenter of the war zone. So please, we need your support. Support us, become a Mojo member, subscribe to us, spread the word, and thank you for your support.